what's the dilly? It's citizen, lippy as fuck circle. The city's counting for a silicon bust. All I need in this life's an illiterate slut who cooks fish and chicken and looks like Hillary Duff. So come kick it with us for a crazy time, pal. 'Cause when it comes to pints, I knock 8 or 9 down. See how many drugs we can take on nights out. Do we have to rehab like Amy Winehouse? I might bounce to a rave with the mans. Jump the barrier 'cause we don't pay in advance. In work next day, still basically trashed. With last night's stamp still stained on my hand. Guess what? I don't holler for guest spots. I'd rather spend dosh on a bottle of fresh hops. Reduce your girl to a notch on my bed knob and kick her out of bed after she swallows my eggnog. And watch out, it's the digital age. The name citizen and flipping middle fingers my name and you get knocked out. Full fist to the face when man resorts back to his criminal days. You better figure the name.
Yo, welcome back. It's at Twitter, at Don't Flop. Big up all the sponsors here who've make us and helped us put on To The Test number 10. This is day 2, it's crazy. Battle number 2 of day 2. International battle. We got a debut from international opponent. It's going to be crazy. Shouts to Get Baked Leads for all the food prizes. Chimp Story Leads for all the clothes prizes and all the other brands. We got a lot of prize bags for all the winners, man. Thank you very much for giving them something when they win, man. All right, on the right-hand side, he's another Don't Flop original from Don't Flop North, from Chesterfield, Flex Digits. Make some noise.
Records.
Got a lot of new people, a lot of the old Don't Flop cats, man. Big up Flex. And on the left, making his debut as an international battle for today from the Netherlands, we got Ahab. Make some noise. That was our Pamphlet's first recorded battle that I saw before I let Pamphlet and Don't Flop was Pamphlet versus Ahab. Check that out, some trivia, man. Right, Ahab won the flip and chose to go first, right? Okay, it's 90 seconds on Ahab. Let's go.
Okay. I'm sure he did some research on the internet, gathered some vague info to diss me. That don't seem right to me. To hurt someone, you have to really get to know him. That's why I stole your fucking diary. Honestly, it made me weep. The way you described you always felt like a lonely fish in the sea. And all the shit that you've been through. Literally. But what grabbed me the most were the passages in his incarceration. How his baby face and lack of muscle tone reminded every inmate of the slags they used to fuck at home. There's only so much a boy can take. At one point, you just had to break out of the pin and get out of there. I mean, he held more pockets than a purse snatcher on Trafalgar Square. So he came up with something. He sucked the librarian's dick to get the blueprints of the prison. Not knowing that he was taking a piss with him as he gave him a layout of the place dating back to the days they mixed men with women. But for a brief moment, he was on some Michael Scofield shit. Rehearsing his immaculate escape plan for days and end and ready to ace it until he crawled through the air shaft and found himself in Block D. With the serial rapist. And that's where he got gang raped by a handful of rampaging man-apes, ended up in the infirmary with 20 patches of Band-Aid on his anus. I don't know if there is a worse way to catch AIDS. But if there is, I'd say that's it. Way worse than through a Liverpudlian handshake. Yeah.
You have won! Really bald head. And even if you severed the spine off an elephant's hide, you could never disguise your head's spherical size. Looking like you were bald 75% of your life. Because see if that hair on your head ever arise and resurrected to life, he'd have to have his fringe swept to the side like Jefferson Price. But he blames it on the stress in his life. Because the bitches don't want A. You think that Bishop Brigante got picked for a prom date? So stick to sticking your finger into your prostate and wank into porn tubes because you're such a fucking faggot even Pamphlet would pause you. See? I'm slightly mystified. How the fuck's this guy still alive? Looking like you turned 55 at Christmas time in 1965. So just write your will and die and fuck you and your pension plan. This is living proof that humans do actually age in Neverland. Plus get a tan, but don't hit the sun fully. Looking like your Dutch mummy was fuck buddies with Doug Funny. Look, Dunny, you've been on this planet for 50 years, but best believe it's a lot more. Because you're one of the reasons that your region cut are defeating the Cod Wars. Can you picture the scene when he was born? Carrier pigeons hadn't even evolved yet. He had to communicate with the next village by lighting the fucking beacons of Gondor. Plus you remind me of Carl Pilkington, but not... You remind me of Carl Pilkington, but not because you're simple and you're bald, it's because I just made you look like an idiot abroad.
Okay. Could you just try to sound a little less evil? You depress people! You've been angry since the day your mom refused to breastfeed you. You probably don't even know how to hug somebody properly. Always fiending for someone to crush. Is it because your mommy didn't love you enough? Or because your papa loved you a little too much? He's always had a questionable fascination with gangsters, pistols, and Glocks. He even practiced doing time by sticking his dick in a clock. I got a confession to make. I stranded here while I wanted to travel across the globe, but I'm lost. I'm broke. But I'd be rich if I got a penny for every cock you stroked. Or every time you woof whistle to a handsome bloke. Or every time you've been in the prison showers and accidentally dropped a But instead, I'm on the edge of being destitute, as if in fact I received a penny for every contributing thought he ever produced. You're a misfit without the superpowers. But I get it though. In Spain you're a gringo. Out here you're a spick. In the rest of the world they just call you a dick. And then there's that prison thing, but I don't feel sorry for you. I know you spend a lot of time in an awfully scary environment, but it don't compare to what your brain cell has to go through, serving a life sentence in solitary confinement.
You think they're closed at this, Brer Warhawk? I'm surprised you didn't turn up to this battle wearing some fucking Air Force clogs. Well, seriously, wooden shoes? Fucking tools! See, I could spit a whole fucking verse on clogs and start murking off your nation. But I'd rather break down your society with sterling observations, like how all the women in your country can only earn a proper wage working in a brothel, taking so much dick from pervy foreign natives that by 30 they got surgeons operating trying to stop a cervix from deflating. And now your nation's men have lost their flirting concentration because now they can't even engage a girl in conversation without reaching in a pocket with the urge to offer payment. That country where you can order yourself a coffee with something herbal on the table and like the chronic, like you're setting fire to some early Dr. Dre shit, has turned you into a nation of hippies, pacifist sissies that have always been real scared of confrontation. Like in World War II when you declared your neutrality till your turfdom got invaded, never fought for your freedom, allowed German occupation and turned a blind eye to the systematic murder of every Jewish person from your nation. So I've travelled to your country with a surge of bottled hatred. Go to the Van Gogh Museum and rag up his masterpiece and take a turd up on the painting. Stab a fucking hole in every fucking tyre of every bike I see perching on the pavement. And then bitch slap every Dutch whore that ever spread a deadly germ through copulation. You, Amanda Van Winkle, this still burns when I piss. Flex digits, my murder operation. What time?
I love that shit. But that black eye makes you look really stupid. I bet that your last opponent flexed his digits better than you did. If you're a digits fan, throw your hand in the air.
Thank you. Yes, Jesus.
What else?
Now imagine a middle finger waving around as if I just don't care. Am I supposed to be impressed with this flex digits kid who stretches things beyond the point of relevance like ex bitches leaving 20-minute long messages? Well, guess again. I beat you at your own game. Watch me mash this far-fetched faggot like a noodle. How is it that a recently divorced, devout Catholic American single mom absorbed by the howlings of a retarded newborn, captured by Al-Qaeda terrorists and tortured to death while she suffers from polyneuritis, looks happier than you do? It ain't hard to be the local favorite when you have to cross 20 acres to meet your closest neighbors. There is a young rapper in Leeds who suppresses his sexual needs. Ahab, in fact, leaves his rectum intact, but makes sure that the rest of him bleeds.
Yo. Straight fact, I've got no respect for Ahab. Because after every battle that this Bray had, I've never seen him shake hands. See, your arm was something I wasn't even going to aim at. Because I don't want to turn this into another Flex Digits hate rap. Until I realised that his name is Gus van der Steen. And that rhymes with Dutch amputee. And I was like, how? Yo, this waste man will get carved in half. Apparently he's the Jackie Chan of Amsterdam, but you've only got half your arms, so you could only ever be a black belt of martial arts. Bitch, you're sweeter than Mardi Gras. Fuck everything this bitch drops. With a voice so high, you make Chris Cross sound like Rick Ross. I'm thinking your hip hop is tip top. What, coming to this spot? In clogs? See, you Dutch are always on some faggot shit. You like to get loaded from the rear, which would explain why your names always seem to have the word van in it. See, I'm all about the pussy. He's into kids on some I need a child ting. Bitch, I bet when you proposed to your wife you gave her a paedophile ring. So fuck your arm, I don't give a fuck if fuck your arm, I don't give a fuck if you've severed it off or your genetics are sloppy. And by the way, I got a call from Thing from the Addams Family. He wants to speak to the rest of his body.
Yo, it's Seuss.bandcamp.com. Just watch Ahab vs Flex Digits. Man, Ahab's a fucking beast, man. Ahab's a fucking beast. I gave the first round to Ahab, the second to Flex, and the third by the slightest amount, because that was like both of their rounds were like absolutely crazy. But I gave the third by the slightest amount to Flex Digits, Dutch amputee and martial arts, man. But Ahab killed it anyway. I'm probably gonna feel bad about that one, but big up, don't flop. Flex Digits, yeah.
The guy's name rhymes with Dutch amputee. Anyway, yeah, the first was a tie, and Flex got the last two like quite clearly. The first one you could say Flex got it like bar for bar, but the guy's overall approach was quite nice. I quite liked it, so I gave that one a tie, and Flex got the last two. Dutch amputee.
Yo, Jefferson Price here, to the test 10. Just seen a sick battle, Flex Digits versus Ahab. I give the battle 2-1 to Flex Digits, 1 and 3 I gave the rounds to Flex. The third round was just a body bag. I think he must have spat 8 battles in the whole round. Just the reactions were insane. It was Flex got it. But shout out Ahab, his performance in all rounds was incredible. You know, he's really big with his performance. It was fucking brilliant. But Flex got it for me. So shout out Flex and Ahab.
Yeah, Sensor, big up, don't flop. Just seen Ahab versus Flex Digits. Haven't seen Flex live for a while. And it was a great battle. Ahab came with some really good theatrical performance shit, had the crowd rolling every time, and I had it go in a draw into the third round. They both picked up 1 round each. The third round I was thinking Ahab's shit was just perfect. He performed it brilliantly, had the crowd and everything, but I think Flex's haymakers were just too fucking much. No one could handle it. It was just so sick, and I go Flex 2-1. Big up, don't flop. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, mate? Nicest guy ever. Yeah, I gave that to Flex Digits. Came hard, like the last round was body bag material. Ahab has this really engaging, endearing style, and he had the crowd like laughing. It was really good, but Flex is just too much. That's it, man. I'm heaven bound. I'm a nice guy. Peace.
I'm back here, the first international battle of the day, 2D Test 10, number day 2 even, the last ever event. Show some love for the battlers, people, man. Fucking nuts battle. Yeah, I'd seen dude battle in English once before. Ahab smashed it, big up Flex, always kills it, man. It was a real close battle and everything. Judges deliberated, they went with Flex, makes him win, man. Makes him win.
It's a fucking inspiration for someone like that to actually battle.
Thanks, man.
Prison player like that.
I feel honored.
And he does shake hands at the battle.